Good morning, Namaskar. First, I would like to compliment the organizer for involving everyone who matters in the ecosystem. Respected our MPDA chairman, Joint Secretary Dr. Balaji Kannan, other senior experts, exporters, our colleagues from outside country, and scientists. In fact, you have listened both of my colleagues from the ministry. One is representing MPDA and other one is behind the implementation of the various programs of the ministry. And I can tell you these both are the very dynamic, dedicated officers. So I think that pointed out by the president regarding the funds crunch, that is not there. I think there is some missing link. We have to sit together and formalize and develop the program. So the topic, the organizer has given me this strategy of NITI Ayog. So you don't bother. I will speak from here. So now to a strategy of NITI Ayog to fulfill the SDG commitment. But I think from NITI Ayog side, since we are in Amrit Kal and our vision as a country to make India a developed nation by 2047. So now we are not only considering SDG, but we are in the same path. I think we all are in the same path. How we can develop our country by 2047, a developed nation. And what the role the fisheries sector can play to achieve that dream. In last 75 years, you have seen the India is a very resilient country. If you see your neighbors, what is happening there and how our country is progressing. Besides several challenges, constraints, but we are moving forward. And in I think somewhere in the month of April, we have surpassed now China. So now we are the most populous country, and as per the estimates, our population will stabilize about 1.6, 1.61 billion. And if we study the growth in agriculture, in growth in the population, I think with proud we can say our growth in population is much more lesser than our growth in agriculture sector. So means we are food secure country, and but now we have to move to nutrition secure country, and also our vision how we can develop our country is a global powerhouse in food systems to feed the half world population. So now as a NITI Ayog side, our vision is to feed the half world population and develop India as a global powerhouse, as we have done in the case of IT and other sectors. So this is, since I am representing NITI Ayog, and so I would like to tell you about the what are the functions, how NITI Ayog can associate with you. And this NITI means National Institution for Transforming India. NITI is the short form of that. And these are the four major roles. One is working with the states. We believe in competitive federalism and cooperative federalism. So when we used to work with the states, then we follow the philosophy, means we create the competition also among the state and also support them. So the point raised by the president of the this Export Association, if any particular state is having some problem, then NITI is there with MPDA, with ministry to support you. And if you find that some compliances are there, so we are very happy to reduce those compliances to make system more efficient. Second is driving transformative idea. Here the NITI is not only concerned with the Indian research, but if you find something good is happening globally, how we can bring that idea in our system, in ecosystem. The third is promoting knowledge and innovation. You know that NITI Ayog housed Atal Innovation Mission, and I can say that India is the third largest country which is having a unicorn. So, with these positive things, and here the one important data I would like to share with you, that the median age in India is 29 years. So we are very young country. But if you see our neighbor China, their median age is 39 years, and US is 38 years. So the country with population, that is one thing, but the positivity is that we are going to have the most youngest people of the world in our country. So that is the resource. How we can leverage them, how we can utilize that resource in this sector. That is the thing. And then third, last one, monitoring and evaluation. Whenever we formulate any policy, either at ministry level or NITI Ayog, we used to work as like a team. uh, And after 2 years, 3 years, we just see the impact of our initiatives, whether we are we have achieved those objectives or not. If something needs to be done, then what is required. Now, working when this working with these states, then SDG program is also housed, giving the responsibility to the NITI. So this NITI is a SDG localization. So we started that SDG at the country level, and now we have reached up to districts level. So, and recently we have launched a program for aspirational block program. So now we are not working on the districts, we have come down to the block level. So these are the SDG and previous one. Yeah. So here, this is the Governing Council of NITI Ayog. Honorable PM of India is the chairman. And this we can say Team India. Team India, it includes all the chief ministers, LGs, UTs, some special invitees. And recently, on 27th of May, we had the 8th Governing Council meeting. And there, all the time, we will find 3 or 4 points from the CMs and administrator pertaining to fisheries, aquaculture sector, one or other. So in all the NITI Ayog Governing Council agenda, you will find these are there. So we had already 2 to 3 rounds of very frequent discussion with the MPDA chairman. He was very kind to visit NITI Ayog, and we have discussed several issues. But now the thing is how we can overcome those issues. That is the thing. And with the same, with the Dr. Balaji Kannan, who is having lot of experience of working in the states, working with the farmers, working with the cooperatives, all these things. So, next, here I would like to draw your attention as a NITI level. It may not be very interest to few people, but at the country level, we were planning, we have decided that our contribution in total GVA, we would like to have 5% from fisheries and aquaculture, but in the second side, you can say it is about 1.29%. So same thing in the GVA of agriculture allied sector, how this livestock is moving, but we are not moving that in the fisheries sector. So it means there is some inefficiency in the system is there, and we have to address those inefficiency. We can have this good production system, but if we cannot able to bring that efficiency, then it has no meaning. If we are wasting 30-40% any time in the value chain, then what is the need of one to have the more production? So next please, yeah. And as a country level, you know that we have made a very good progress, and our score for this SDG 14, that is life below water, is 58 out of 100. But we are not satisfied with this. We have to improve it further. And regarding the database, that we have already few indicators to capture the data from the field. But if you find that no, these indicators are not enough, you need more indicator, or you want to modify their frequency or anything, you can all the time visit the dashboard of the NITI Ayog. You will find the SDG indicators are there for all SDGs. So you can all the time give your suggestion from your association. If you will approach, we will change those indicators and to capture the data from the field level. Now, these are the few points that where NITI is nowadays concentrating, and this we have decided with a lot of stakeholder consultation there at the planning and policy level. Now, we have to push these sectors for domestic fish marketing, as Dr. Balaji pointed out. We have to work for the export, but same time we have not to forget about the domestic, because in 2047, if I think this data may be available with the Seafood Export Association, in 2047 when we are discussing about the developed nation, then the rate of urbanization will increase. And the rate of urbanization will increase, so people will move from the rural India to urban India. Their food habit will be increased. Are we ready to cater the need of those urbanized people in 25 years? So we should have all these things today in our hand. How the city will grow, how the people's food habit will change, what kind of foods people will like that time. Can anybody imagine that we are having now 800 million people, those who are using phones? Can 25 years ago, can anybody imagine that India will going to have the 800 this phone users? So these are the things. So whenever you plan anything for your business or export or import, whatever the thing, you have to take that thing in mind. And these urbanized people, when will be in the cities, they are the entire the choice of food. They may be more on the value-added product, packaged food, ready to eat, ready to cook, because people may not have time to cook all these things. So here the strategy is very important. Fish marketing, diversify the value chain, and also to manage common fishery resource amongst the states. So we have to remove that conflict in the states if that is happening. And here the government and private sector to facilitate investment in the area of infrastructure. Dr. Balaji pointed out we have no dearth of money. We are having money available for everything. In the aquaculture sector, you think anything that is available. But now we have to take the benefit of those schemes, programs, and support from the government of India. But while working with these programs and policies, if you find no, this is the hurdles in adoption, you please let us know, either with our MPDA chairman or ministry or NITI Ayog. We will do it. We are very much open, and we don't stick to one policy or programs. And the last one on the previous slide, development of roadmap for improving aqua farmers' income. While you are doing export, your organization can also prepare a roadmap for the farmers. But my, as a government of India intention, in the term sustainability not at the cost of the farmer, but the sustainability to support the farmers. So what should be our roadmap? What industry thinks? Policy level we are thinking something, but we would like to listen from you. What is your roadmap? What you are imagining that in 2047 you would like to see in your sector? So this is the things. We have to start working since now onwards for this 2047, which is Amrit Kal. Next, please. We started in India the systematic capturing our progress in the different SDGs. You can see our progress. A baseline in 2018, then 2019-20, 2021. You just see, we started with 39 targets, and indicators were 62. Then we expanded. In next edition, we made 100 indicators, and target cover 54. And you can see our progress in the 2020-21. We covered 70 targets with 115 indicators. Still it is open for your sector, because we found that in SDG 14, that particularly life below water, there some indicators are required to capture our growth more successfully, so that we can make the impact. And this in 2022 UN High Level Political Forum, they showcased India's model of localization. So they have showed our model of localization of SDG before the different UN countries. Next, please. Now you can see what I have covered. We started from 57, we have reached up to 2020, 66. The next data I will be presenting next time. Next, please. So I have covered already, and Dr. Balaji and that Swamiji have covered. Here, this is the diversity. Now, how we can capture this diversity in our income? So, any diverse system, if you see the in crop, if tomato season in Karnataka is different than the tomato season in Gujarat and Rajasthan. So we are having different type of package, different type of practices, different type of seeds, value chain, infrastructure. This type of diversity is there also in the fisheries and aquaculture sector. How we can capture this diversity? Because India, that diversity is our strength. And each one policy or one model may not be successful in the entire coast. So here, on the basis of your experience and expertise, working in so many years and working with the different other countries, how they are capturing those things in their ecosystem. Can we do that? If yes, what should be our way forward, our roadmap? This is the things. Next, please. Yeah, Balaji already covered, so I'm not going to touch all these things. But you know the Operation Blue Revolution and that India's GDP from 1.07 to 5.4, this we decided. But he has covered, so I'm not going to cover all these things. Next, please. Yeah. This Pradhan Mantri Matsya Sampada Yojana, he has really pointed out 6,000 crores in this year budget. But the credit availability, if you can say, 20 lakh crore with focus on animal husbandry, dairy and fisheries. So this type of credit is available for the this year budget announcement. And digital public infrastructure and agriculture escalator fund will intensify innovation fund. So digital public infrastructure we have to use in our certification program. Somehow we are not using these technology. This is available in the sector. How we can converge these technologies which are available? So that is why for this digital infrastructure fund is available. Next, please. And the KCC, because you know they are the farmers or fishermen. Dr. Balaji pointed out that they are poor and marginal farmers. So to support them, KCC we started, and till date this number is given 1,30,498 KCCs have been issued for the fisheries and fishermen. So when you are working with the farmers, you can tell them that this type of facility is available. And also, we have discussed so much on sustainability. You know the Panchamrit that the PM had mentioned. In the Panchamrit you will find we have talked only on sustainability. Whether you start from the green fuel to green energy, green planet, so all the Panchamrit. And 5th of this month, we have launched one program by the Ministry of Environment, Forestry and Climate Change, MISTI. And this MISTI is again going to support this fisheries sector. This is mangrove initiatives for shoreline habitats and tangible income. So this is new initiative to protect our seashore. This mangroves cultivation will be started in a big manner, and you know that is going to support our fisheries sector. So these are the some initiatives from the Government of India side, because my both the colleagues have already covered several things, so I have not covered. I am here to listen more and to understand the challenges that you people are having in the ecosystem, so that we can work in a team. Like the certification, what should be way out? Yes, MPDA cannot do, but how we can do it? How you can support the MPDA and government initiatives? So that should be, so if we will get the clear-cut roadmap, we will work together and we will find something better for this country. Thank you. I feel honored to be here with you and for giving me the opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much, madam. I think we have a good exposure of how the country is strategizing on fisheries with NITI Ayog. Madam has given a good exposition. Now actually we will break for tea and come back at 11:30 sharp. I hope we will be restarting with Mr. Would you like to interact? Yeah. Yeah, sure.
Ma'am, this is addressed to you actually. Uh, See, one major issue with regard to, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Major issue that came up in yesterday's session in our workshop was that, we have today major issues with regard to uh, juvenile catching, net sizes, in our fisheries. Now, as you know, the uh, fisheries up to the 12 nautical miles is with the states. As a result, that each of these states have now their own fisheries policy, right? And there is no sense of equivalence between them, right? Now, say the penalties imposed, Kerala imposes higher penalty, Tamil Nadu less. All the policies are there, net sizing, everyone has, but all vary. And as you know, our fishermen operate from Gujarat to, down the coast. They catch from, say, Bangalore, as they say, and take it to Gujarat and land it there, So I think, how do you get, and of course there are political compulsions, we are aware of that. So how only someone like an organization, like NITI Ayog, can get all these states together and try and have equivalent some equivalence in the whole fisheries policy. Conservation policy. This is now one of the biggest challenges. So each some state are stricter, some are less. So there is this is a major issue that is coming up, especially with regard to juvenile catching. Because if we prevent this, they won't, unless some very severe action is taken, we might not have any fish in our waters very soon. It's as bad as that. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. I have noted down. But I would like to know if the state-wise you can point out, send me, in this state precisely this is the issue. And you know that Team India, I can always do this consultation and meeting with the state government. You know that political compulsion are there, but that is beyond our control. But we can, as the NITI Ayog, we can have all the time discussion with the state government, and we have resolved various issues. And there our MPDA chairman and JS from ministry side, we work in a team and we try to resolve the issue. Yeah. Thank you. Any other concern?
Anybody else is having a, yes, Arjun.
Madam, thank you very much. Uh, Even in your presentation, there was a lot of references to aquaculture. And this has been our constant cry, that the ocean catch fishery is always given a secondary status only because the rapid growth in aquaculture. The fundamental fact is juvenile fish which is caught in the sea is crushed to make fish meal to feed aquaculture. So aquaculture has actually stood in this country on the back of ocean catch. But we don't see any mention or policy direction in order to improve our seafood output from ocean catch, purely because it is right now quite beneficial in terms of numbers to show growth in aquaculture. The huge part of the juvenile catch is sent to feed fish meal. So at NITI Ayog level, is there any possibility of a specific policy mention as to do's and don'ts in terms of fish meal? I think MPDA has taken a very good step of stopping any new fish meal plants, but the existing fish meal capacities are still large enough to consume a whole lot of juvenile fish, which in a matter of few months' time could have become large enough for a high table value and would have benefited both the domestic market as well as the export market. A simple fact that something like a pomfret and a seer fish, which were traditional Indian fishes, have now required to be imported from places like Indonesia, because a lot of juveniles of these fishes are getting crushed into fish meal and fed into aquaculture. So I would like you to please kind of opine on this reality. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other issue that anybody want that at policy level?
Yes.
But Arjunji, can you do some analysis? What will be our the growth sector or roadmap by 2047? So in fact, any policy if you'll make today, it is going to impact now 25 years. So we have to keep those numbers in our mind, and all the time our vision should be to develop India as a global food system. That should be. So do means don'ts or does that we can take care if we can.
I think CMFR already has an estimate of how much food value is lost because of juvenile catch into fish meal. So that number, I think,
Okay,
data is
okay,
already available.
okay. Bas, okay.
Hello, I would like to interfere. See, there is
Then just
no,
I come in on this point.
Can we have the video as well?
Yeah, my video is on. Just I want to tell one point on this, on the fish meal.
Balaji is all online, so he's replying. Yeah. Yeah, please.
On 9th at 3 p.m., there is a national workshop on fish meal. I request all of you to join. This problem